This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, so you can see what I'm thinking when I put the videos out. See how I'm analyzing the data. Well, the data that they let us see, because we all know that the real data they keep to themselves to continue to manipulate the market. Okay? If you follow my tweets, I'm sure yesterday you saw that Credit Suisse was not just indicted, they were found guilty of money laundering for coke dealers. Okay? They were found money laundering for coke dealers, which in reality means they are coke dealers. Because if a mom and pop store was helping the neighborhood drug dealer launder money, the mom and pop store would be guilty in a conspiracy to sell drugs. So Credit Suisse have been convicted of being drug dealers, of helping drug dealers wash their money. And this is important because the European prosecutors are very aggressive going after the bad actors. They're very aggressive going after the bad actors. China is very aggressive going after the bad actors. China gave a gentleman a death sentence for bribery. Okay? They gave him a death sentence for bribery. That's how aggressive they are in China when they catch you doing fraud, corruption, and malfeasance. But in the United States, it's just the cost of doing business, and nobody stops. If Credit Suisse has no problem being involved in drug dealing, if they have no problem being involved in drug dealing, do you think they would have a problem with naked shorting, with washing, with spoofing, with buying in front of us? Do you think they would have a problem with any of those things if drug dealers who sell cocaine all over the European market is a good business partner for them? If they consider that a good business partner, they have no problem doing everything else that manipulates the market. And Credit Suisse says they're going to appeal the decision. And the only reason they want to appeal the decision is because that conviction has opened them up to so much legal liability that it's going to be insane. This might push Credit Suisse out the hedgy market, out the shorting market. Because if I was a client or I was a shareholder in Credit Suisse, and because of this conviction, I saw that the value of my stock was going down, the value of my property was going down, and the reason it was going down is because the people that I entrusted with my money were engaged in criminal activities. That is going to be a class action lawsuit, and more than likely is going to force Credit Suisse into bankruptcy. Because the way it works is, when you have a criminal conviction deals with beyond a reasonable doubt, which is a higher legal threshold. It's a higher legal threshold. So once these people have a criminal conviction, the civil lawsuit is very, very simple. All you need for the civil lawsuit now is just determine your damages. Because in a civil lawsuit, it's a preponderance of the evidence. Okay? In a civil lawsuit, it's a preponderance of the evidence, which is a lower legal threshold. So being that Credit Suisse has been criminally convicted of laundering money for drug dealers. And if you read the article, there were murders, there was violence, there was a lot of other things involved in this. So they might try to make it appear that they didn't know what was going on, but the courts held that not only did they know what was going on, they tried to act like they were ignorant to the actions of their drug dealing partners. And as far as I'm concerned, they opened themselves up to a lot of liability and a lot of legal jeopardy that's going to cost them a whole lot of money. And then let's break it down like this. If the U.S. prosecutors were as aggressive as the European prosecutors, were as aggressive as the Chinese prosecutors, do you think that these bad actors would still be committing fraud in our stock market? Would they still be doing that if they knew they risked actually going to jail? If they knew they could get a death sentence? If the punishment in the United States of America was so harsh, a lot of the things that we have to deal with, a lot of the fraud and manipulation that's in our market would not exist, because they would know that the punishment would be so excessive that it would deter them from engaging in these types of criminal activities. Okay? Anyway, hit the like button, the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Credit Suisse running with the drug dealers. What do you think about our prosecutors giving the bad actors in the United States a pass every day so they could continue robbing retail investors? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.